Hi team, I hope you're all well. Today we're going to be doing a video we haven't done in a little while actually. I just haven't had a chance to do one of these for a while. Now is the perfect opportunity to do so. We're going to be doing one of the ultimate book videos. I'm excited about this one. Usually what I do with these is that I read an anticipated release or something like that, and then I tend to go out, do a little bit of book shopping, maybe do some bookish stuff at home. And it's just a little bit of like a ultimate book video, cozy video. So for this one, it is going to be a bit of a witchy edition. And the book that I am going to be reading is going to be Uncharmed by Lucy Jane Wood. I've got to be honest with you, I've already started this. Because I was going to be doing a different video and I already filmed the intro for it, but things have changed and now we're doing this video instead. So I have already started this one. I'll tell you what it's about in a second, but I am reading Uncharmed by Lucy Jane Wood, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm going to a Lucy Jane Wood event in Liverpool on Wednesday. Today is currently Monday. So in 2 days time, I'm going to be meeting Lucy Jane Wood in Liverpool. I'm very, very excited, and I am tabbing my book so that I have a matching tabbed edition for Rewitched, because I tabbed the shite out of Rewitched. So I'm taking these two with me to be signed. I think I'm going to take my UK editions as well, just in case, because obviously we are in the UK, these are the US editions, but I am going to be taking my UK editions just in case as well, that I can get those personalised maybe, but maybe it's just 2 books per person, I don't know. So we'll see what happens, but I'm going to take all 4 just in case. But I definitely want to get these ones signed and personalised. I think my UK ones are already signed, they're just not personalised obviously, so we'll see what happens with that. But if I don't take them, I'll be mad I've not took them, so I'm going to take them with me. But yeah, I'm going to the event, so I thought that this would be a perfect ultimate book video because I've got the book that I want to read, I'm going to an event for said book, and then I can go book shopping while we're in Liverpool as well. And I thought it might be fun. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. So I am already 108 pages into Uncharmed by Lucy Jane Wood. And this is following Annie, who is the perfect witch. She is like the most primed, proper, perfect witch ever. And she runs this cafe called Celeste. And it's the most perfect cafe. Everything is primed, proper, and perfect. And she has a very specific routine, and it's absolutely draining the life out of her. The poor woman is dead on her feet every single day when she gets home from work, and it's draining the life out of her. Then she ends up being asked to help this teenager out who is struggling with her magic, Maeve, and she is like kind of pretty severe to the point that she has to go to this ramshackled cottage in the middle of nowhere so that Maeve can't hurt anyone, and not on purpose, by accident. And Annie needs to try and help train her, and then the owner of said cottage comes back. Handsome warlock who's not happy to find that the coven volunteered his house to a high-maintenance witch and her angsty teen companion. As this seemingly unlikely trio develop a loyalty and fondness for one another, Annie slowly learns that her people-pleasing may have led her down an impossible, lonely path. If everything about her is so right, why does it all feel wrong? We've already had that question in the book once, and it was really, really sad. So she is very much so a yes man. She's a people pleaser, and she will do anything for anybody to the detriment of herself. Like, she is putting everybody else's needs above herself all the time, and there's just no way you can continue to pour for an empty cup like that. And it's killing her. You can see that it's killing her. So I'm hoping that by helping Maeve out with this magic, it's giving her time to be away from people and pleasing people all the time, and giving her time to rethink how everything that she does just doesn't make her happy anymore, and it's just not fulfilling her. And also I'm hoping that this handsome warlock will help her see that as well. So I really enjoying this so far. I love the way that I love the way that Lucy, describes like Celeste, the cafe shop. It's just such a beautiful place. It's somewhere I would want to go and read for a couple of hours. I love the way that she describes that Annie decorates this ramshackle cottage that they've arrived at, the way that it's all decorated. I love the way she describes it, and I love the way that the descriptions are in this book. I love Annie. I think that she's so sweet, and I think that she's being taken for a ride by everybody. And because she's just way too nice to everybody, she doesn't stick up for herself, and it annoys the life out of me. And I'm just hoping at some point we have a kick a door if it's hinges moment, and she's like, you know what? Screw you. I'm not doing this anymore. Go away and leave me alone. I'm really hoping we have one of those moments. She does have a kitty familiar as well, who is very, very cute, called Karma. And I'm just really enjoying it so far, loving the writing style. So I am tabbing this up, as I've already just mentioned that, haven't I? It's because I've just done a spoiler portion for my patrons, because this is my Patreon buddy read for the months of September and October. So I'm doing a spoiler-filled vlog. But yeah, and if you didn't notice as well, I have got my nails to match the book. So these are my US nails to match this cover. This one has the cauldron and the broom on it. And then these nails are to match the UK cover. We've got Karma on both sets as well. Karma here, the little pumpkin here. I just love them, they're so cute. So yeah, I thought it would be fun to get nails done to match the books for the event. So I'm hoping Lucy enjoys that. And if she happens to watch this, hi Lucy, because I will end up tagging her on YouTube. If you didn't know, Lucy has a YouTube channel. Please do go check her out. She's very, very cool. So yeah, I'm going to continue on with this, get this finished, give you my full thoughts. And then on Wednesday, we're going to go into Liverpool. We'll do a little bit of book shopping and we will go to the Lucy Jane Wood event. I'm so freaking excited. I cannot wait. So yeah, I thought this would be a fun, cute video and I hope that you enjoy it. Good morning. It is currently, don't know if you'll be able to see that, but it's currently 5:52 on Wednesday morning. The day of the event. I get to see Lucy Jane Wood today. I last spoke to you on Monday, and I was in fact reading Uncharmed, and I did in fact finish Uncharmed on Monday. I loved this. This was so good. Annie is such a likeable character, but I felt so bad for her at the same time. She is just so nice to everybody and so incredibly naive, to the detriment of herself, that it was pretty much almost killing her how nice she was being to everybody. She was dabbling in magic that she probably shouldn't have been dabbling in order to keep herself going, so that she could continue to be there for everybody in the capacity that she wanted, for people that would not do the same for her. And it was incredible to watch her find herself and realise these things through helping a younger witch. It was amazing to watch it happen, and I really liked that yet again Lucy just has a sprinkle of romance in this. It's almost, you don't even notice it happening until it's happening, and you're like, oh my god, amazing, you know, like I kind of hadn't been fixating on that, because you're not fixating on the romance in these books, you're fixating on the found family, you're fixating on the main character actually finding herself and you know, growing as a person all the time. And I kind of love that. I love that it's just a sprinkle of magic and it's perfect. I just love this in every which way. It was so adorable. I loved it, and I'm so excited about meeting Lucy. I did give this one 5 stars, as I did with Rewitch, so I'm so excited now because both of my US copies have been annotated and tabbed. They are both ready to go for this evening. I am going to take my UK copies as well, I think, even though they're both signed, because I have the Waterstones signed editions. I think I'm going to take them as well. They're up on my top shelf, because I don't know, there isn't any mention on the event information how many books Lucy will sign or personalise. Sorry, my brain is still not quite awake. How many books she will sign or personalise. So they're already signed and would just need personalising, but I would like these personalised and signed. So if the option is only 2, I will get these done, I think, because they're already signed. So I'm not that bothered about that, but these ones she could personalise because I've annotated in them as well. So I think I'm going to get those ones done, but I will take the UK ones with me as well. It looks like it's going to be a miserable wet day today. It is raining already. I have decided to drive. I've paid for parking already around the corner from the venue, and I will then walk into town to Waterstones. I've got the car park booked for 4 until 11, just in case. It says the event is 3 hours, so 7 till about 10, but obviously I don't know how many people are there. I don't know how many people will be queuing for sign-in and for pictures and stuff, because I know that she does pictures as well, so I don't know how long that itself will take. I usually don't have the patience for it, but I'm just so excited to meet Lucy that I'm definitely going to stick around and wait. So yeah, I'm very, very excited. I'm excited to do a little bit of shopping today, book shopping, and I'm not going to go too mad. I do need to watch what I'm spending, but I do have a few books on my radar that I would like to get. I really want to get The Second Death of Locke, and I think I have like a list, and I'm just gonna go through that today and see what I have on it, but I do have books I could buy list. The Late Night Witches by Aurelie Wallace, I think that's how you pronounce her name. I really would fancy that one as well. Holiday Ever After by Hannah Grace, I know came out yesterday. A couple of these I might be able to get from The Works, which is round the corner from Waterstones as well, so I'll probably do The Works first and then Waterstones. Make Me a Monster by Kaylin Bayron. Soul Searching by Lila Sage, I know for a fact is in The Works. I think Holiday After will be as well. The Honeycrisp Orchid Inn by Valerie Bowman. I had a pre-order of this from Waterstones, and the day of release it still wasn't being sent to me, so I cancelled it. And then Days at the Turunka Cafe as well. I would really like a copy of that, but I'm going to have a quick look through my wish list on Amazon, and then see what else catches my eye. I also yesterday had Love at First Fright come in by Nadia El Fassi. This is my Waterstones signed edition, and so my Waterstones exclusive edition. Stunning web. I don't know if it is signed actually. I don't think it is. No, I've just made that portion up, which is fine. So this is this edition, and I do have my bookmarking because I have already started this. I had an arc of it, and I am a lot further in than I thought I was actually. I'm 69 pages in, but I stopped because in October I'm doing 31 books in 31 days with Jade, and our patrons are getting involved as well, and I didn't think that I would get to the end of the month with this one, which I wouldn't have. So I did make the decision to actually put it down so that I could come back to it, not get too far in, so I could come back to it for 31 books in 31 days. So I will be coming back to this one, not in this vlog, but I will be coming back to it. And the audiobook, it actually releases on the 2nd tomorrow. So the audiobook comes out tomorrow. I did also finish another book, and I'm only going to mention it here because I'm not currently filming another video. I'm about to start another video for 31 books in 31 days, but I read it for September, and it was just the last book that I read. My mum, Andy's been rewatching Clarkson's Farm, and my mum was asking me on Sunday for the first book in the series, the Diddly Squat series by Jeremy Clarkson. So I gave her the first 2 books. I said to her, I'm not going to give you the other 2 because I haven't read them yet. I forgot they were on my Kindle, but I haven't read them yet, and I know what you're like. You hoard these books. I never see them again. Well, I don't see them again for years, and then eventually I get them back. And she was like, no, that's fine. And lo and behold, yesterday I went to work. So yesterday was Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. She handed me the first one back, and she's like, I'm already halfway through the second one. And then last night she rang me and she was like, I need those other 2 books. Is that all right? And I was like, yeah, I'll bring them around on Thursday. She'd finished the second one, so she's flying through them. And it got the third book in my mind. I hadn't read a non-fiction in September at this point. So I ended up picking up Pigs Might Fly, which is the third one. by Jeremy Clarkson. I started it on Monday night and I finished it yesterday, and I gave it 5 stars. These books are fantastic. They're so good. Some of the things he does say are a little bit questionable, but I think the things that he's doing for the agricultural and farming industry are just incredible. The awareness that he's bringing to your everyday Joe is incredible, and I think he's doing a lot to help the farming industry for sure. And yeah, I've just got mad respect for him, because there is just no fucking way I could ever, if I had his kind of money, the first thing I would be doing is not buying a farm. I could tell you that right now. I haven't got the stamina for it, and I just think it's incredible. At 60 odd years old, in the condition that he's in as well, he smoked a load of cigarettes in his life, he's had pneumonia, he's had COVID a couple of times, you know, he's not in the most fit condition he could possibly be in, and every single day he gets up and he gets on with his work on this farm, and there's just no need for him to be doing it, do you know what I mean? But he does it every single day because he absolutely loves it, and kudos to him, because I could never. And I've just got crazy respect for him, and I just think that his books are fascinating. I think he's got some really incredible wisdom to be imparting on people. It's always got me thinking. The second book, when I read that while we were in Egypt, had me thinking about the fact that when I go in the supermarket, I don't look at where my meat is coming from. I'm not looking at what country it's coming from. I'm picking up not the cheapest meat, but a cheaper meat, because money, you know, we're all struggling these days because our wages do not match the increase that we have every single year on our bills and all of that shit. So it's a conversation for another day, but it had me thinking about the fact that maybe what I should be doing is actually looking and maybe paying a little bit more for the meat that's coming from Britain itself. So I tend to do that now. I tend to look at where my meat is coming from. You will get meat from Australia that is cheaper than the meat from Britain, but it's been imported. It's come all that way from Australia, you know what I mean? And it is cheaper, but it's probably filled with a bit more crap as well to keep it going a bit longer. And I just support your British farmers, whether it be your veggies or your meat or your potatoes. Do you know what I mean? Like, support your British farmers where you can, because they are out there struggling every single day, every single year. And with the climate change, it is hell on earth for them every single day. And if you have any time at all and you've never watched Clarkson's Farm, and you haven't watched it because you don't like Clarkson as a human being, I totally get it. But I actually think for what you will learn, and I mean, it's kind of funny, but what you will learn from him and what you'll learn about agriculture and the farming industry as a whole, I actually think it's incredibly educational, and I think it's very well worth watching, whether you like Clarkson or not. So anyway, just wanted to mention that I've read the third one in that series, and it was my final book for September. So I did just want to mention that very quickly. I know this is supposed to be witchy and dedicated to Uncharmed and this event with Lucy Jane Wood, but I'm not filming another vlog right now, and I don't film wrap-ups anymore, so I thought I would just mention it really quickly in here. I hope you don't mind that. But yeah, I did that. So today's plan is I have a little vlog to edit, well, a little video to edit for my patrons that I want to get up today. I have sprints starting at 9:30 as kick-off October sprints and 31 books in 31 days sprints. I need to share the link for Jade's sprints this evening with my patrons as well. They're going to get bombarded from me today. Y'all are welcome. And then I will be doing some reading. So my aim is to get that video done first, get any admin done, and then I'm going to start reading. So that won't be in this vlog though. I will be starting my 31 books in 31 days first reading vlog for October today, which is going to span from today, I think, right through till Sunday the 12th. So you've got that to come. That'll be a nice long vlog for y'all. And that is my plan for the day. And then I need to get ready for the Lucy Jane Wood event. And then we will go into Liverpool. We'll do a wee bit of book shopping. I will find somewhere to eat. And then we will get back to the event. And I'm excited. I'm so excited. Lucy's just the sweetest being on the planet. Like, I don't know her personally, but I watch her YouTube channel and I love her books. And I just think that she is the most adorable person on the planet. I actually think we'll be incredibly good friends if I ever was lucky enough to be friends with someone like Lucy. I just think she's so fucking cute and I adore her so much. So I'm very, very excited about meeting her. And if you happen to be watching this, Lucy, I doubt you will be, but if you happen to be, hi, I love you. So yeah, very excited. So I will probably check in with you later on once I've got ready, maybe show you my outfit before we go into Liverpool, and then we will get going. I need to probably whack this on charge as well, get a little bit more charge in it, both the camera and the battery at the bottom as well. Probably get those charged for the event. I'll probably use my phone during the book shopping, but this during the event. So yeah, I'm gonna get going and I will check back in with you later once I am ready. This was a real long update. I would apologise, but I'm not going to. Okay, I'm already running late. It's 3:10. I'm not running late. It's fine. But this is my outfit. I've got my chunky boots on, some thicker than usual tights on because I've put my finger through my other tights. And I'm useless. This little dress with a green top, long sleeve top on underneath, and my new leather jacket. I have my Emily Henry tote with my books in, and I have my little handbag. I'll probably get away with not taking that, to be honest, but I would just rather have it. And then I'm taking my hardbacks and just leaving them in the car for the time being, and if I can get back and pick them up before the event, I will do. But otherwise, I will just get my paperback signed, and now it's time to go. So, let's go.
To celebrate wonderful Lucy Jane Wood, everybody. Round.
I know, I'm really like sinking back into this. I'm going lower and lower as this chat goes on.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, we'll just have a little chat. Right, so everybody here knows Lucy. Very few people here probably know me. So I'm just going to take a moment to introduce myself so we can all be friends. My name is Emma Hines. I am also an author of fantasy fiction. My YA debut, Witch Law, it's right there, black and green vibes. Thank you. Which is a witchy YA queer fantasy set in Manchester and in the north. There's even a bit Amsterdam, near Liverpool, and it is the story of teenagers, magical shapeshifters and witches running around Manchester causing in their wake. There are also some cute animals. Since I know this crowd loves a cute magical animal.
That's a bare minimum. And a cute animal.
And it is out October 14th, and you can get a copy here tonight, or you can order a copy online. And if any of you from Manchester, I'm having a launch in 2 weeks, and you can come and find me. And Lisa said I could say all of this, so I'm not
I have made her to say that, so.
Yeah. And now I'm going to talk about Lucy and introduce you to this person that you probably all know, but for those who don't, let's listen along. So, Lucy Jane Wood is the author of Rewitched and now Uncharmed.
There's two of them now.
Yeah, they're taking over the world. Two spellbinding, warm and cosy novels set in an alternate magical London. As well as a novelist, she is an online content creator. Do you like that? Yeah.
They're all sort of mortifying titles, really, aren't they? That's the best of the bunch, yeah.
And journalist with publications in Cosmopolitan, Harper's Bazaar, Man and Marie Claire. Love that. Uncharmed is her second novel set in the same world as Bewitched, and we're delighted to return to this magical world tonight.
It's a dramatic introduction.
I'm
ready.
Yeah, so ready. So, can you just briefly do the thing that all of us like to do, which is to do the little elevator pitch of this book?
I'll try my best.
Yeah.
I feel like I had the Bewitched one like nailed to an absolute T. I haven't quite perfected this one just yet, but I'll give it my best shot. So Uncharmed is the story of Annie Wildwood, who is practically perfect in every which way. Her whole life is this glittering haze of very high standards that she sets for herself. She works in the most beautiful bakery in London that's super successful, and she mixes with the right people. She has the most incredible wardrobe, of course. Her hair is amazing. So on the surface and to the outsiders, it looks as though Annie has everything perfect, literally. But privately, she's wondering why, if she's doing everything so right, then why does it all still feel so wrong? But one day, Annie's coven tasks her with the unexpected job of having to mentor a troubled teenage witch who has just come into her powers and is just sort of accidentally setting everything on fire. She's struggling to keep them under control, so Annie, being a total perfectionist and a people pleaser above all else, obviously can't say no. So she suddenly finds herself sent off to this isolated cottage with teenage Maeve, and they couldn't be more different. And that is where the kind of cottagecore chaos ensues, and Annie's perfect life is completely turned upside down, particularly when the owner of the cottage unexpectedly turns up and finds two witches living in his house. So that is where Annie kind of really starts to question this beautifully polished life that she's created for herself, and is starting to wonder whether she's going to have to sacrifice all of those things that she's spent so long building in order for this new kind of magic that she has stumbled across.
And just a spoiler alert, the owner of the cottage, he's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
If you can't put a handsome warlock cowboy into a story, then what's the point?
What even is the point? What even is the point?
Hello, it is the following day. It's Thursday, and I am obviously back from the event. That would be weird if I wasn't, wouldn't it? I am back from the event. I have edited the vlog up until this point. I didn't get a lot of footage at all. In fact, I got one clip at the event. It was so busy and I was so incredibly overwhelmed. It's not even funny. Thank you to Lauren, who came over and said hello outside the venue and introduced herself and, you know, let me sit with her and join her and her friends. I really appreciate you. It was so sweet of you to do that. So thank you so much. I really love it when I enjoy going to these events. I don't love going on my own. And I get really, really anxious about it. I was anxious all day about it yesterday, and I was really nervous when I got to the event, and I was really worried I was going to end up sat on my own. But shout out to Lauren for coming over, yapping to me and adopting me for the evening. I truly appreciate you. And she's got all the tips and tricks for going to one of these events, which is outstanding. So thank you very much for doing that. I appreciate you. You are the sweetest being. Thank you. And I will see you at the BK Borison event at the end of October. But I do get really nervous going to these events, and one of the things that ends up happening with that is that I am extra anxious, more so than the regular anxious that I am, and I end up just kind of shutting down. Like, my brain completely shuts down. I forget to do my job, and I just shut down. So that's what happened. I got like one clip of the whole event. Actually, I got two, because I got a clip before Lucy came down with Emma. But the yappy bit, one clip, that's all I got. So I did get a little bit nervous, even the book shopping, because I was already anxious. I was a little bit nervous. There was a couple of other girls in there as well they were clearly vlogging, and I was just a bit nervous. I could end up in the background of that vlog, I'm not gonna lie, because I was shopping right near them. But was just very, very anxious for the whole day, and sometimes I forget to vlog. It's easier when I'm with somebody else like Jade or Gav and they're vlogging as well, because I remember to get my camera out then, because they've obviously got their camera in their hand. But otherwise, I just fucking forget. Waterstones was kind of busy as well. I really wanted to get into the horror section. Why was the horror section so fucking busy? It's spooky season. I know the answer to that question. I don't know why I asked it. The event, amazing. So nice. Oh me, oh my, where the event was held is so pretty. It's absolutely stunning. Lauren was saying it's used very heavily for weddings, and I can see why. It's beautiful. The fairy lights and everything, the mood lighting, stunning. But the event was amazing. The questions were asked by Emma Hinds, who is also an author, and I did buy one of her books. So her new release actually that's coming out 14th of October. I'll show you that in a minute. But I did get my book signed by Lucy. She is so cute. I showed her my nails. I think she liked them. I'll show a picture here of me showing her my nails. I think she really liked them. So we did get some little freebies while we were there. We got a Uncharmed bookmark, which is so cute. It's got some character art on it. And then we got these 2 stickers, one each for Rewitched and Uncharmed. And then these 3 stickers of Maeve, Annie and Hal. And they're so cute. Look at how cute they are. I'm not sure what to do with these. I might stick them in the book. I don't know. The problem is I have 2 of each book, 2 of each book. So my Rewitched US copy, I did get signed. It says "You Are Magic." She was so sweet about signing all of them as well, because I ummed and ahed about whether or not to take all of them. And somebody suggested that I take my hardbacks, my UK ones, and just leave them in the car. And if I feel like I can get back to the car easily enough before I go to the event, I didn't want to haul ass all over Liverpool with them. So if I felt like I could go back to the car before the event, I could pick them up. And I was able to, which is great, because I was dropping off this giant bag of books as well, which is fantastic. I didn't go too nuts, I promise. Stay Spellbound in my US Uncharmed. In my UK Uncharmed, so it's already signed, but she did not even blink to sign it again. So this one is Your Magic is Perfect. And then my UK Rewitched, exact same, already signed, but she didn't blink again, with Love and Magic. And she was just the sweetest bean. So it was so nice. I had a very good time. And yet again, at an event, I've made a friend. So that was really nice. I made a couple of friends, actually, a couple of girlfriends, and they were just all so very, very sweet. We got a group photo with Lucy, and it's really, really cute. And they were all so really, really nice. I'm just fucking terrible with names. I know one of them was called Holly, and I think one of them was called Rebecca. I can't remember the other 2 girls' names though, so my apologies if you are watching this. You are all so, so lovely. Thank you so much for adopting me and letting me sit with you. I really appreciate you, so thank you very much. And then as far as my book shopping is concerned, I did go into the Works, and I also went into Waterstones, and then I bought 1 book at the event because I wanted to get Emma's book. So let's work through the shopping as a whole. I went with the shopping list of 4 books for the Works, and I managed to get all 4 of them. So those books were Wildcard by Elsie Silver, a £5. You just can't argue with it, can you? The retail price on this is £9.99. You just cannot argue with it. So I did get myself a copy of this. I do still need to read Wildside, but I've been wanting to get a copy of this. I did cancel my pre-order because I'm not caught up with it yet. But while it was in the Works, I got it for a £5. You can't not get them, can you? Then I also got Soul Searching by Lila Sage. This has got some cute orange edges. This should be £10.99, and I got it for a £5. I just don't understand how you can like argue with that. This cover is stunning. Can't wait to get these stickers off. I just wanted to prove that they were a £5. I also got Holiday Ever After by Hannah Grace. This one was supposed to be £9.99 retail. Again, a £5. This cover is so cute. Very excited to read that one. And then the last one I got is Make Me a Monster by Kaylin Bayron. Again, supposed to be £8.99, but this one's got some gorgeous sprayed edges on it, and they're stunning. And I'm very excited about reading this one because I've really enjoyed Kaylin Bayron before. So I'm looking forward to that one, probably for spooky season, which is great. To be fair, other than, well, Cowboy Romance and Holiday Ever After, the haul itself has been pretty spooky, so that's good. Then I did get 2 books in Waterstones. So I was going in for The Second Death of Locke, but unfortunately it was sold out. And then I was going in for another couple of books. I'll put the titles on screen now. And I did only manage to get one of those books. So that book in question is Days at the Tarunka Cafe by Satoshi Yagasawa, who is the author of Days at the Morisaki Bookshop, which I really, really enjoyed, and I have more Days at the Morisaki Bookshop, but I wanted to get a copy of this as well. This is a new release, and it was on the buy one, get one half price offer. And then I also spotted, listen, you will always get me with a really floppy, taller hardback. Not hardback, paperback, let me tell you. Let me get a normal paperback. So this is a normal paperback. This is where the normal paperback ends. This is the taller paperback that I've ended up with. And this is Tender Beasts by Liselle Sambry. I just am obsessed with that cover, honestly. That's the reason why I picked this up. And then it actually sounds really, really amazing as well. And it's about this girl whose mother passes away. She's got 4 siblings, but her mum has basically requested, she's like the matriarch of this really rich family, but mum has basically requested that the eldest sibling, who is Sunny, has to look after her youngest brother Dom, who is currently being accused of 2nd-degree murder. And then she finds him over another dead body with blood on his hands, and all goes a little bit wrong. And it sounds really good, so I'm interested. And there's like this going on the chapter headings. I don't know what's going on with this, but it sounds really interesting. I think it's like a YA thriller or horror, I don't know, but it sounds great, and I couldn't not get it, so I'm excited. When did this come out? 2024? I haven't even heard of it. It sounds interesting though, and I'm excited. So I did pick that one up. And then I did at the event get Emma Hind's new book, which is Witch Law. This is really, really pretty with some green edges. And I got it signed by Emma as well. Emma is really sweet. Did a fantastic job at asking the questions with Lucy as well. Very, very fun. Some really interesting questions, and I had a really good time. So excited to get a copy of this, and definitely want to give this one a read during October as well. So looking forward to that too. So overall, my haul wasn't too bad. I didn't get the specific book that I went into Liverpool. I didn't go into Liverpool for that book. I went into Liverpool for the event, but I didn't get the specific book that I actually wanted. I did get 5 of the books that I wanted though, so that's not too bad. And then 2 extras, and these were a bargain. 20 quid for 4 books, an absolute steal, I will say. So I don't think I did too bad, to be perfectly honest. And Tender Beasts and Days at the Taronka Cafe were basically free because I had a 20 quid I had 20 quid on my Waterstones card, and they came to £15 odd, so free books. Anyway, I had an amazing time. It was fantastic. I loved the book. I loved the event. I made some friends, which was really nice. I got some new books, and I just generally had a good time. I feel like these, when I've done them before, have been a little bit more cozier than this one. But because I had the event, I thought I was going to get so much more footage from the event and stuff. But I never really realised how much I completely shut down when I'm anxious. Like, because I sometimes do this stuff, like if I go and do a book shopping video specifically, I might be with Jade or I might be with Gav, and I remember to get my camera out because that's what they're doing. But I just completely forgot. And then because I was looking specifically for The Second Death of Locke in Waterstones, I was just mooching around constantly looking for it. I just kept forgetting to get my camera out, and I was very aware of those other girls as well filming nearby. So again, just kept forgetting to get my camera out, in all honesty, and I just got too nervous to do it, and it was busy. So the event was rammed, and luckily where we were sat, we ended up getting to be some of the first people to get our books signed, which was great. The timing on the event was 3 hours, so I was estimating, I didn't take into account that might take into account for the signing as well. So I paid for the car park till 11. I was actually home for 9 o'clock. So that's pretty good, and I was quite happy with that. The next event, the BK Borison event at the end of the month, is actually at Liverpool Waterstones. I'm tempted to just get the train in, but I don't know. We'll see, because it is still across town to the train station. It is still a bit of a mooch. So I might see, because the girls that were there last night are all going to the BK Borison event as well. I might see how they're getting there. And if any of them are getting the train in, I might just like say to them, can I walk back to the station with you? But otherwise, I might just drive as well. That car park was actually all right, very secure, and it felt very safe. And yeah, it was a good price as well, considering it was literally in the city centre. It was a really good price. I paid £11 for 4 till 11. So that's not too bad, I think. 7 hours of parking, I paid £11 in the city centre. It was going to be like £25 in the shopping centre car park, which is where I could park next time, but I don't want to pay £25 for parking. No, thank you. So yeah, that is everything for this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope it's been okay. You got a couple of reviews of a couple of books, because not only did I do the Uncharmed review, I actually did a little bit of a review for Pigs Might Fly by Jeremy Clarkson. So you got a couple of reviews, an extra one that I anticipated doing, and a little bit of book shopping, and a tiny little bit about the event. But overall, I had a fantastic time. The woman that was doing the photos as well for while we were having our book signed, my God, she was incredible. I'm not joking. I think in my camera roll, I have maybe 40 pictures of me and Lucy. So many different options, which is how I ended up with the picture of showing her my nails. She must have just been constantly clicking the button while I was having my book signed. But yeah, such an amazing event. So nice to meet Lucy. I genuinely believe like we would be incredible friends. But very excited to see what she comes out with next, and just such an amazing event. So I had a fantastic time. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Chat to me in the comments down below, and I will see you in whatever comes next. Bye for now.